Hey guys, what is N.E.A.T? Well, it's the secret to losing weight the easiest possible way. And I'm going to show you 4 things you can do to increase your N.E.A.T. But first, make sure you subscribe below. Click the little bell that pops up once you subscribe because it'll give you notifications. And I got a lot more of these videos coming. So if you haven't downloaded the PDF yet, there is a link in the description below. So N.E.A.T is an easy way of saying non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which is a long way of saying all the calories burned from movement that's not formally classified as exercise. So things like walking, standing, taking the stairs, cleaning, playing the guitar, dancing, and even fidgeting, believe it or not. Now, for most people, N.E.A.T will be a greater caloric expenditure than exercise, right? Because for most of us, pretty much all of us, exercise means 30 to 60 minutes in a gym a few times a week. And that's awesome. And there's so many benefits, right? We do that in the 50 for 50 challenge. But we can burn a lot more calories with other movement throughout the day because there's 23 hours in a day. So it's not rocket science. If we make decisions to move more, we'll expend more calories, which will likely lead to weight loss because at the end of the day, and although there are other factors, for the most part, it's calories in versus calories out, right? So, and there's been a lot of press about the magical 10,000 steps. And, I agree with that, but don't get caught up in that number. The takeaway here is to make decisions to move more. And if you're doing 5,000 steps, do 5,500. If you're doing 6,500, do 7,000, right? Don't get caught up in what everyone else is doing. Just do more of what you've been doing. So here's 4 things you can do to move more, burn some more calories, and increase your overall health. Guys, remember, if you have any questions, let me know. All right, so one of the ways I'm gonna get some extra steps in is walking the dog, okay? So I try to take Emma out 3 to 4 times a day. The morning will be about a 2-mile one, but even these little trips, like it's midday right now, so I'm actually gonna take her I tried to take her around the lake, which is about 1 mile, but it gets hot. So she won't always cooperate. She'll wanna kind of go in. So I gotta come up with some, hey, Emma, what are you doing? See, look, that's not your house. We gotta find other ways. All right, so another way to kind of keep moving and make it a little harder on yourself, hey, stay away from this thing. So I'm lucky, I live on the 4th floor. So I will take the stairs. Now, not everybody has 4 flights they can walk up. I'll try to do this about 5 times a day. And look, bottom line is, guys, do 1. If you can only do 1 right now, start out slow and progressively build up. You can always find stairs to go up, even if they're not, you gotta be careful though. Even if you're if they're not your stairs and you find a place, take them, just whatever. Stay off the escalators. You go to the airport, try to take the stairs whenever you can. If you can't find stairs, you gotta find something else. All right, guys, so look, I just went to the supermarket. So here's another way to increase. Now, I could have parked right here, pretty close to the shopping center, but I decided to park a little bit farther. Now, I don't do this. I don't drive to the store or the supermarket more than 3 or 4 times a week. But considering where I parked, I counted the steps from that spot in the front to my car over here. Okay, so it's 60 steps each way. So it's 120 steps. Again, no big deal, but we're just trying to add up these little things all day that can kind of help us to increase our steps, increase the calories around N.E.A.T, right? So now remember, 120 extra steps isn't that much, but the cool thing is if I do this 3 or 4 times a week, and if we do that, times that by 52, we're talking about a lot of extra steps, just getting in a little bit more. So, we're always looking for ways to increase those steps and to move a little bit more. All right, guys, what's up? All right, so in the final little excerpt here on ways to increase movement, I just showed you parking a little bit farther away, but to be honest, I don't go to the supermarket that much. I do for the heavier stuff, but my wife and I made a commitment this spring that we would, once a week, we were gonna go to the supermarket on the bike. So let me just stop here really quick just to show you. Now look, it's a commitment. I have the bags on the bike, right? So, and a little bit of a basket. So it's look, you gotta make a commitment to it, right? But for me, the supermarket is 2.5 miles away. So it's a nice little 5-mile ride. We'll try to find restaurants on. You can see I have this amazing trail here in Indianapolis that, there's restaurants all along this trail. We go to a farmer's market on Saturdays that's like 8 miles away. So trying to use the bicycle instead of the car. I have a little co-working space that I utilize a couple times a week. So my commitment is 2 to 3 times a week. I ride my bike over there and I'll make it about a 2.5-mile trip to get there. So another 5 miles that I'm just adding up instead of sitting on my butt in the car. So again, just trying to find ways to keep it moving, keep your body going, burning some of those calories. So you just got to keep looking.